Welcome to the Smart Dad Podcast, where we help you lead well at home, in business, and in life. I'm your host, Derek Moore. Smart dads are intentional, engaged, and ever learning. Whether you're a seasoned dad who's been through it all, a new dad still figuring it out, a supported dad with a great woman at your side, or a solo dad carrying the load alone, this podcast is for you. No matter your background, your challenges, or your goals, fatherhood is a journey of growth, and we're here to do it together. Each week, I'll share insights that I've garnered throughout my life of raising kids, building businesses, and leading others. I'll definitely share some failures, some successes, and I'll even be able to show you tools and strategies that you can use to become a smart dad in your own life. Hey dads, let's be honest. Fatherhood's never been more important or more confusing. Be strong, be sensitive. Lead, listen. Tough love or tender presence. A lot of us second guess ourselves more than we'd like to admit. And sometimes we hear more about what we're doing wrong than what we're doing right. But here's the truth. You're not supposed to be someone else's version of a quote-unquote good dad. You're supposed to be the kind of dad that only you can be. Motivated by what's true, wired by design, and living from a place of honor. That's what M Code is all about. M Code, short for motivation code, helps uncover why you do what you do. At its core are 8 motivational dimensions, 8 unique ways that we're wired to act, to serve, to love, and to lead. And for the next 8 weeks, we're walking through a simple but profound story that you can relate to. One family goodbye. It's the same event, same distance to travel, same emotional weight, but each time I want you to experience it with me through the lens of a different dad. Each one of these dads is driven by a distinct motivational code. You'll hear what he notices. You'll hear where he struggles, but how he rises and why his way makes sense to him. This isn't about comparison, it's about clarity, because when you understand what truly drives you, you stop second guessing yourself and you start showing up with confidence and integrity, being true to who you are. So whether you're driven to achieve, to connect, to protect, to create, to lead, or to dream, there's a seat at the table for you. This is the 8-hour goodbye. And you, Dad, let's find out what moves you. This is episode 2 of the 8-hour goodbye. And we're stepping into the mindset of a dad who doesn't back down. The driver dad. He's wired to move forward through setbacks, through pressure, through whatever it takes to get to the finish line. For him, it's not about comfort or control. It's about momentum, progress, and doing what has to be done. If you've ever stared down a challenge and thought, bring it, this episode might feel like home. Or maybe it'll remind you of the dad who raised you, the one who refused to quit. Maybe it's your brother, your best friend. Ladies, maybe it's your husband. Let's be honest. No matter who this story reminds you of, we're not all wired exactly the same. But When you understand what drives someone, you understand them differently, more clearly, and more generously. So let's take a look at how the driver dad shows up when the pressure is rising and the goodbyes have to begin. All right, picture this. It's Thursday afternoon. You're a dad. You're crushing it. The tail end of your work week is here, and the phone rings. It's the family. Your great Aunt Ruth, that one who practically built your family's backbone, teaching your dad grit, she's taken a sharp downturn. Hospice now. Not panic level urgent, but crystal clear. If goodbye matters, this weekend's your shot. She's 8 hours out, tucked in some quiet rural spot, and yeah, you've already locked in. You're going. And your 10-year-old Lily, she's tagging along too. No backups, no outs. Today's Thursday. Shove off is Friday post-work. Gone till Sunday morning. 16 hours behind the wheel. One overnight. A visit that could be raw poetry or stiff silence or soul-deep gold. Now the real question hits. How do you tackle this? Logistics? Feelings? Burnout? Kid time? The farewell? The long haul back? What grabs your eye? What lights your fire? And what do you shove front and center? How do you pivot? It's all you. It's already there. It's already wired in deep. This is the 8-hour goodbye through the eyes of a dad who's built to charge forward. Flip forward one day. It's Friday now. 5:58 a.m. Mike's alarm silenced mid-beep. He's already lacing up, hitting the pavement for an early morning 5K. It's only 3 miles, he tells himself. Sweat pouring, lungs burning. This isn't therapy. This is battle prep. The call hit him yesterday like a gut punch. Aunt Ruth is fading fast. No time for dwelling. He's mapping the assault. He wants to crush the day, clear the decks, and launch without any drag. 7:02 a.m., boom, he's at his desk. Emails blitzing out, 9 fired, each laced with his very well-known language. Cut the fluff. Deliver results. Driver dads don't tie up loose ends. They obliterate them. Meetings, he's slashed them to essentials. Agendas are enforced like law. Delegating, he's absolutely handled it. Everybody knows what to do with zero ambiguity. He says very clearly, own it or escalate. No middle ground. Even his out of office is reworded and raw. Gone till Monday. Handle your fires. Mine are contained. He's not heartless. He's honed. And this isn't dodging grief. It's fueling the charge. By noon, his command is absolute. Lily's kit, it's slammed together. He's got a durable backpack. No frills clothes. Quick energy bars that won't crush her. What route's he going to take? It's locked in ways. He's got alternate paths for those crazy traffic snarls that may come up. Snacks, protein packs, hydration tabs. Built for endurance, not indulgence. This man will overcome. This man will advance. This man will meet the challenge. For guys like Mike, stalling is the enemy. Action's the ally. At 4:02 p.m., it's system shut down. Door slammed. Rear view, he's not looking at it. Empty. He is advancing. Minutes later, Lily is scooped up, curbside, from her school. His engine idling hot. Bags, he just tosses those in the trunk. No ceremony, just efficiency. She buckles up and quirks a brow. Dad, why so intense? It's just a long drive. Mike shoots back, eyes on the horizon. Not intense, sweetie. Intentional. We've got a lot of ground to cover. She shrugs her shoulders, cracks open her sketchbook, and just gets in her own world. Mike, he cranks his playlist. Forward thrust. Pounding beats from AC/DC to adrenaline anthems. Merging on the highway, seamless, aggressive. Weaving lanes like obstacles in a gauntlet. He treats those other cars like they're stationary. GPS, it's guessing 12:18 arrival. Mike's internal clock, let's see if I can beat it before midnight. No mercy for delays, no traffic in his ways. No fluff binders, no labeled treats, just a cooler with basics. He's got his gas tank full, and his resolve is in place. Mid-drive, Lily pipes up, "Hey, Dad, can we pull over? My legs are cramping." He grits, quickly calculates the time loss, and then veers over to the next rest stop. This isn't weakness. This is wisdom. The team's only as strong as the weakest link, sweetie. Stretch it out. 5 minutes max. She stands there, stretching a little bit, tossing some pebbles. He looks for issues, tweaks the tire pressure just out of instinct. And when the clock hits 5 minutes, boom, back in motion. Engine roaring, drowning out all the doubts. Hands locked, 10 and 2, gaze piercing ahead in the dark. He's not shut out emotionally. He's channeling it into his drive. But here's the crack. Lily murmurs, "Hey, Dad, you okay? You okay about Aunt Ruth?" He pauses, voice dropping. "Yeah, hurts, but we push through. That's how we honor her." Mike is not racing time. He's conquering it. He advances. He overcomes. He makes an impact to prove that resolve wins. Well, Saturday, just after midnight, he rolled in. 12:07 touchdown at the motel. He knew it. He knew he'd beat that time. Motel, basic. Bed, functional. Distractions, none. Mike crashes hard. He recharges, not reflects. Well rested, he gets up at 8:45 a.m. He gulps his black coffee down. Lily stirs. He nudges her. "Up and at 'em, sweetie. Today's the objective." He didn't have any scripted monologues for her. He's just being strong for impact. His mantra, deliver the message, make it count. 9:58 a.m., hospice lot claimed. Just a little early, well positioned. Mike tells Lily firmly but kindly, "This will be tough, but you're built for it. I've got your 6. He strides in. His posture, in command. His gaze, direct. He greets staff with a nod, a handshake. "Here for Ruth. Lead the way." Kneels by her bed, grips her hand solid. "Ruth, Mike here. You fought hard for us. You taught us to stand tall. We're returning the favor. You're not in this alone. Raw, real, no sugarcoat." Lily steps up. clear her throat. Voice a little wobbly. Aunt Ruth, thanks for being tough, like Dad. Ruth stirs faintly. Eyes open briefly, and she lets out a kind of raspy, Mike. Strong boy. That's all that can escape. Her hand tightens once. Mike nods, and he swallows really hard. No tears. Not because he's avoiding grief, but because grief is fuel for the road ahead of him. In life, you don't just sit in grief. You move beyond it. Once outside, he squeezes Lily's shoulder. You nailed that. Real strength there. Mike didn't embellish. He executed. He wanted to make an impact. Be key. Take charge. Have a presence that punches through it all. Afternoon is waning down. Saturday night's coming hard. There's no wallowing in the afterglow. Mike knows. Mission hit. Impact landed. Forward now. But the bulldozer, he pauses. Lily's quiet, still processing, so he probes her a little bit. Talk to me. What's stuck? She just whispers, it was sad. It was so sad. But we did it. He affirms her. Damn right. Hard things build you. And by 3:45 p.m., their wheels were heading home. Lily, she's already tired and dozing, probably from the emotion. Mike, he debriefed solo. Could hit earlier? Nah, delivered clean. Then, aloud, as she wakes up, life throws curves, we swing hard. That's the legacy, sweetie. She challenges him a little softly, but Dad, sometimes it's okay just to feel it. He hesitates, nods slowly. Feeling's fine, but if it doesn't move you to act, it fades fast. But that made him think. So before he gets too much further down the road, he logs a voice memo on his phone. It's about 12 seconds long. Next time, build in a little bit of space for her to talk sooner. Don't just manage. Listen a little more. That note is not sidestepping his heart. It's harnessing it to stand unbreakable later. Mike's going to overcome. Mike's going to advance. Mike's going to meet the challenge. Sure enough, early Sunday morning, just after midnight, they're back home. He unloads. They hit the sack hard, so they're ready for church Sunday morning. Usual morning routine. Gets them up, gets them out, and at 9:15 a.m., they cross the threshold. Mike, in his crisp shirt. Lily's hair is a little out of place, but she stands tall. They grab a pew, back straight. All the congregation around him hums in obliviousness until one neighbor leans in. Rough weekend? Mike just says, handled it. No fanfare, no spill, but internally, he knows. Challenge met, family fortified, path cleared. As Lily leans in, he thinks, barrier down, we charged, we finished fierce. He doesn't need closure, He needs completion. This, it's done. It all mattered. He finished. He made an impact. He took charge, and that's enough. Dads, that was the 8-hour goodbye through the eyes of a driver dad, a man who sees a finish line and moves toward it no matter the obstacles. He doesn't wait for permission. He leads. He acts. He gets things done. If that felt familiar, it might be because this is your wiring too. Just a reminder, M code doesn't just describe what you do, it reveals why you do it. And when you understand your own motivation code, your self-doubt starts to fade. You stop second-guessing. You start leading with focus, conviction, and clarity. You show up ready to solve, ready to stretch, ready to push through for the people who matter most in your life. If this was your first episode, welcome. This was part 2 of an 8-part series, and every week we explore this exact story through the lens of a different dad. So come back next week or go back and catch up first. Find the voice that fits you. And if you're ready to know exactly what's driving you, what's motivating you, what's compelling you, take the motivation code assessment at dntmore.com. It's the same tool that powers these stories, and it'll give you the words and insight to lead from your truest self. Because clarity leads to confidence, and confidence builds legacy. Thank you for joining us on the Smart Dad Podcast. Be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. For resources, links, and more, check out the show notes. Also, if you like what you heard today, please leave us a 5-star review so other dads can find the podcast and be the dad they are meant to be. Now go out and be a smart dad today.